What's that?
No.
Oh, yeah, independent learning plan?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't need that.
You didn't? Okay. And then how many high schools did you go to? What was the first one?
The first one I went to was June Jordan.
And how long did you stay at June Jordan?
I stayed there till the end of 10th grade.
Okay. And then where'd you go next?
Then I dropped out 11th grade and had to go to Life Learning Academy.
So you dropped out from June Jordan?
Mm-hmm. And then I went to Life Learning Academy for like a month or two.
How old were you then?
Ooh, I can't even remember.
Was it after 10th grade or was it much older?
Like when I was 17 or so. 17.
Okay. And so you were there just for a few months?
Mm-hmm. Then I had to go to Gateway at City College.
Okay.
So in between
How long did you do Gateway for?
Man, I was there for like a year.
Okay.
Or so.
Were you 18 at the time? Or?
Mm-hmm. I was over 18 being there.
Over 18,
yeah.
Okay. Because you dropped out.
Mm-hmm. So I was pretty much just trying to finish all my credits at City College by now.
And then did you graduate from? You graduated, right?
I graduated, but I had to do my last 15 at 5 keys.
Okay. That's not too much.
Yeah, it was cool. But it was stressful because I was still doing City College credits too.
Was this last year?
Mm-hmm.
I remember this.
Yeah, so I was trying to balance
it was a lot. I remember that. So you were doing your college credits while finishing your...
And trying to work, so I was stressed out.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Did you have a solid group of friends in high school?
I did, yeah.
Did you do well with your homework or your schoolwork in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you were a really good student. Did you ditch class a lot in high school?
Not until...
Well, you decided
City
to
college.
leave. Yeah. Did you ever get kicked out of class a lot?
No.
No,
I just would leave class.
You would leave. Were you ever suspended from high school?
No.
Did you feel your teachers supported your learning in high school?
Yeah.
Do you feel like they cared about you?
Definitely.
Do you feel like your high schools were a welcoming place to go to school?
Yeah.
Did you feel safe at school? Like physically safe? Neutral? Disagree? Agree?
I don't think I really had any problems at school.
Okay.
I think
but
it was
you felt
in my community.
Okay.
So safe at school, yeah.
So you were safe at school. The next question is, was your school affected by community violence?
Yes.
So you felt safe when you were there, but then when you had to leave, it was not safe.
Yeah.
Did you have any classmates that passed from community violence?
I did. I had a lot of people that I grew up with, too, that got killed, like, that was going to City College and stuff like that I came back in contact with. But, yeah.
Sorry. When you were at any of these schools, was there adults that you trusted that you could go to with problems?
I had a counselor, I think, at the time.
So just one counselor at the school?
Yeah.
Did you? Well, I guess you never really you never got in trouble, huh?
At school?
Yeah.
No. I got in trouble outside of school.
Okay. Did your schools have metal detectors?
Mm-mm.
No. Did they have a security guard?
Kind of. Well, City College did. We all
They all have, like, there's someone.
guards.
Did your school, do you know if any of your schools practiced restorative justice?
Not that I remember, because
Okay.
if they did, I would have knew about certain things.
Yeah. Did you graduate with a regular degree or a GED? What kind of degree?
A high school diploma.
Okay. And you've been to school since.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done so far? You're in the city?
Well, no, I took out 2 loans to go to cosmetology school. Mm-hmm. But then I took a leave because it was a private school. And then it was like...
It was expensive?
Expensive, but 11 hours, 3 days a week.
Okay.
But you only get one lunch break for an hour.
Uh-huh.
So that's like 10 hours strictly in class.
Oh my gosh, that's so long.
So it's like half practical and half technical.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit is crazy. Like, excuse my French, but yeah, I had to take a break from that.
Okay.
So
you did that for a little bit, and then how long have you completed any semesters at City College?
Partially, but I'm going back in the summer, so my loans won't be,
Okay. So you kind of started, but you never finished any of the classes?
Yeah. So it's kind of like my associate's is pending.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you complete classes? Like you, how many semesters?
I didn't do semester-wise. I did credits. Like how many
classes did you complete?
I'm gonna say like 6.
That's a lot.
I think it's 6.
And was it just general ed or?
All over. That's the thing. Cause I started working on like my associates. Mm-hmm. And then I know I had did like English, Certain classes, like, you know.
So you plan to go back in the future.
Yeah.
And what's your long-term goal with school?
Long-term goal, I think for now, I just want to work on my associates or a certificate.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the future, when I have more time, and when my son is settled in, like, something higher than that.
Is there any kind of job you would like?
I was thinking, like, medical or something. So, yeah. I'm open-minded, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, what changes would you like to see in high schools? What could high schools do better for young women?
I think they need to make more support for women. Because a lot of women be going through some things with domestic violence with their boyfriends, rape, all that stuff.
So, like, supporting with those specific things.
Yeah, because they always talk about it in sex ed classes or certain things that make, okay, we just gonna get these credits. But really, they need to actually know, like, can I come talk to you confidentiality-wise? And then the school ain't in my business. Everybody's telling my business.
Right, so, like, a way for women to, like, talk with them without them reporting or telling people.
Or, like, people spreading heck of rumors. That should be crazy.
What, are there any classes you think high school should teach young people that they're not teaching?
I think that domestic violence. Because I don't think that they give people the real idea that after they leave high school, it's not going to just be all cookies and cream at college. Like, so certain things that they need to know. Like, I don't know. The definition of rape. They have to teach these little boys the definition of rape.
So a lot of stuff with the men.
Yes, because they be thinking that certain things ain't rape. Like, you can't be doing certain things, period. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think they need to teach a lot of stuff. Okay.
Is there any other changes you'd like to see in high school, like programs or anything like that, like after-school programs?
I don't know. I think that these high schools should do more in the community, like, together.
Like, what could they do?
Like, fundraisers, but at the same time, give back to the community. Me personally, I think that if I had a high school, I would feed the homeless. Like, that's just something I would make
having
my
a bigger
do.
Connection in the community that they're in.
Instead of talking, because I've been seeing, like, a lot of high school people talk about homeless people until they actually be homeless themselves. So I think that before anybody move elsewhere, I will make my students feed the homeless and witness
what all that's like. Okay, so now I'm going to move on. We're almost done.
Okay.
It's long. Thank you for being so patient.
It's awesome.
Do you currently have health care?
I do.
Do you have dental? Do you feel like you're in good health?
Partially, yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I be having, like, a lot of aches. I can't sleep sometimes. Then when it's time to wake up, my body be so tired.
Okay.
So I think it's, like, partially depression, too. Yeah. So.
That's hard when you're... Yeah, I've had that, too. And it's hard to get out of bed.
Especially seasonal depression. It's, like, that's the worst. I be like, as soon as I come outside, I see a raindrop, my tears start. I'm like, oh, snap, not today.
Yeah. So would you say you've struggled with mental health stuff in your life?
Yeah, I still do to this day.
Have you ever gotten any treatment for it?
No, but I am currently looking into therapy, which I don't really want to do, but I think it might work. So
there's also other things that people can do. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, you know, at the center we do, like, people do dance or, like, cultural stuff.
Yeah, I love to dance.
And stuff, like, there's different ways that people can heal. I think people always say it's therapy, but there's other things, too.
I just hate signing up for something I can't really commit to. So that's why I was like, well, maybe I'm going to try therapy and see how that goes.
I go to therapy.
Do it work?
It's good. It's like, for me, I just like having a space with this person that I trust, that I can talk to all my problems with. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, I gotta talk to her about this and that. You know? Like,
instead of calling one of your friends, like, girl, guess what happened today? then you should go to the next person.
And the person's like working with you so that you can handle it, but you have more tool. You know what I mean? It's different than talking to your friend.
Instead of her saying, go sock her in the face.
Yes. Yes. The therapist does not tell you to do that. Would you say you've had struggles holding down a job because of the mental health stuff?
Definitely.
It's hard to keep stuff.
I actually just started admitting that I had mental health or disabilities